Oh, hello! Welcome back to my Chanel. Today's video was requested by quite a few of you. You wanted to see my PVC clothing collection, but I'll do you one better. I'm throwing in some shoes and accessories as well. As you can see, it's mostly black, but I do have a little bit of red sprinkled in there. So let's start with a few accessories, shall we? This first item is from Skillshare. This is a PVC all-black choker, and I'll be leaving all the names and links of everything down in the description box if they are still available for purchase. This is called the Summon Me choker, and this is from Skillshare. It is an all-black, obviously, PVC choker. I just love the all-black aesthetic of this. It has a pentagram in the middle, which is metal, as well as some spikes along each side of the choker itself, which are also metal, and this snaps around the back of your neck. I love this choker. It is absolutely amazing. Goes with just about everything, and this is actually the only PVC choker that I own. Next up is my most recent PVC purchase, which are these gloves. These remind me a lot of Michelle Pfeiffer when she played Catwoman. Oh, I love that film so much. Tim Burton and Batman. Perfection. So these gloves go all the way up past my elbow, and I actually found these at Party City, which I was very surprised by. I went there after Halloween hoping to find some goodies in their Halloween sale, and I found these for half off. So I think I only paid about $4 or $5 for them. I love these gloves so much. I think they add an air of kinky elegance to any outfit. And at first I wasn't 100% happy with how they fit because, as you will see in the try-on portion, the tops of them are a little big. They are bigger than my arm, but then I realized if I wanted to wear a long sleeve shirt or something underneath them, that could come in handy. So I was going to originally alter them to fit my arm perfectly, but now I think I'll leave them as they are. So these are my one and only pair of PVC gloves. Now I'm going to show you all the red PVC that I own, well, the clothing anyway. So first up is this red PVC top, which I got from Shein. This is just a very simple zip-up corset top. It is a crop top with a zip up the front and two straps that go over your shoulders. These are not adjustable, but I just love the way this top is constructed. It's very flattering on, and I love how bright red this PVC is. And I actually got a comment on one of my more recent videos asking what it feels like to wear PVC. So let me ask you this. Have you ever in your life worn a trash bag? Well, wearing PVC is not like wearing a trash bag. Yes, PVC will contain and trap body heat as well as any odors, much like a trash bag, but otherwise they are very different. I like to think of PVC as a high-end, luxury trash bag. But as far as how they feel, it really depends on the fabric. For example, this top is just one layer of fabric. It is the plastic on the outside, and then there's no real fancy lining on the inside. This is soft, but it's not fleece lined like some of my other pieces are. So next in my PVC collection is this red skirt from Shein. This skirt is a tube A-line skirt which zips up the back. That is the only way to put it on. And it is that exact same material as that top I just showed you. Next up is another red skirt, also from Shein. Shocking, I know. But this one is a little more scandalous because, as you will see, up the right side it is completely open. There is no modesty panel whatsoever. It is laced all the way from the bottom to the top with a red elastic, almost bungee cord type of elastic. Now, I'm not sure if this is the case with all PVC across the board from any company, but these pieces definitely have a plastic smell to them, so that is one con to having PVC like this. But I love the color, I love the fit of this, and I love that sexy cutout on the side. And I'm sure no one would notice this except for me, but every single piece that I got from Shein that's all red PVC, each one is slightly different in color. They're not all the same red. One is darker, one is lighter, one's kind of in the middle, which is frustrating because I got them all to match each other for outfits. But like I said, I'm sure no one will notice except for me. Right? And now onto my black PVC. Now I was talking about how earlier some tops or pieces of PVC clothing are lined with fleece. This next piece is one of those. This is a black PVC crop top from Shein which has chains for straps. Chains and PVC together, be still my beating heart. I love silver chains in clothing. Can you tell? Now this particular top has obviously PVC material, but the inside is lined with really nice, soft, warm black fleece. This top also zips up the back, and I think it's just a really cute, nice staple piece for PVC. It's a basic black crop top with some chains to add some spice. I love the way this fits, and I wear it just about everywhere. I actually wore it last night to my ballet class, so everywhere. Speaking of silver chains and black PVC, this next piece is a dress from Skillshare. Now this one is called the Hot as Hell chain dress, and this one is unique in anything that I've seen with PVC clothing in that it has cutouts for your chest. One of my favorite elements of this dress is that it has the chains going across those cutouts, which looks so cool. It also feels really nice too. This has an attached choker which snaps around the back of your neck. And this dress also zips all the way up the front from the bottom to the top. I also really like the fit of this dress because it's fitted to the waist and then it flares out. So I think it's a really cool silhouette, and I love the shininess of the black PVC. Next up we have a top from Punk Rave. Now this crop top, I have been wearing this almost non-stop since I got this. This is an amazing piece, but this also zips up the right side. And one interesting bit of this shirt that I really like is that the straps themselves have snaps, so they're somewhat adjustable. Not by much, but you can change the length. The straps are PVC, the main body of the shirt is PVC. The only parts that aren't are the pieces that go over the chest. Now this next dress is one of my newer acquisitions. I love the cut of this dress so much. This is from Unzi and called the Dark Punk Dress, but I'm fairly sure you can also find this dress on Aliexpress, eBay, Amazon. I love the fit of this dress so much, and I also love that it comes with an attached harness for the top of it. In a lot of my shopping for PVC dresses, I've found that the bust of these dresses tends to be a little too big for me, but this one is just perfect. And I love that the cloth harness at the top has adjustable straps. I love that this has metal hardware included, little rings here and there. The straps themselves are nice and stretchy, and I just love the overall design and fit of this dress. It is very comfortable, and the nice thing about PVC is that it is great for fall and winter because it keeps you really warm since it is not a breathable fabric. Love this dress. Definitely one of the favorites in my collection. But speaking of favorites, this dress that I have from AliExpress, this is the top of my collection. I love this so much. It is my favorite dress. I love how it fits on me. I love the sexy little keyhole in the front there. The only thing that would make this perfect is if the straps were adjustable, because they are not. But whenever I move my shoulders, they tend to slip off. So I know there's probably some way for me to cut them up and add adjustable little straps on them. For now, I'm lazy, so I'll leave it as is. The length of this dress makes me feel very classy. I know that's an odd thing to say for something that's made out of PVC, and I feel like people associate PVC with fetish clubs, nightclubs, you know, everything like that, BDSM, which they're not wrong, but this also makes me feel like a classy lady in my kinky fetish PVC. Next is the first PVC item that I ever bought. This is from AliExpress, and this is very short on me. One might say indecently short. But I love the sweetheart neckline. This is a little too tight on me for my liking, but I still managed to squeeze myself into it. I just have to wear it with leggings or tights or something like that to go outside of my house. This has an attached belt that goes around the front and buckles, and this zips all the way up the front. This is a very cute dress, but I don't think I've ever worn it outside of my house. Next, we have one of my favorite PVC skirts from Black Milk Clothing. Oh, I love this skirt so much. It has been featured everywhere on my channel, in my outfit videos on TikTok, Instagram. I cannot get enough of this design. It fits me perfectly, and I love how it flares out. I have nothing but good things to say about this. Speaking of skirts, this next skirt that I got is from Forever 21. I was very shocked when I walked in and saw they had some PVC pieces. And this is more of a tighter fitting skirt, and this is another piece that I have worn to death. I love it so much. It looks so good on. It has a zip up the back, has quite a few creases in it from all the love and attention I've given it. And the cool thing about this skirt is that it is actually double layered. It has a little almost slip like material on the inside that's separate from the skirt but stitched together so you can't take it out. But the PVC on this, I want to say this is the thickest PVC that I own in my collection. It feels like really good quality, holds its shape really well, and I just love how this skirt looks. Speaking of Forever 21, this next pair of pants is also from them. I believe I wore these when I was on stage singing with a metal band because they were a little scandalous. and I want it to look very fancy. So these have a lace-up bit that goes all the way up, so if you want to wear underwear with these, they will show. I usually just don't wear any to avoid that. But I love these pants. They are a little small on me, but I bought them because they were the only pair they had in store. And because I'm in a small town, we don't get a lot of new things into our Forever 21 very often, so the minute I saw them, I had to snatch them up. So these are a little scandalous, but I like that in my clothing, obviously. So while we're on the topic of pants, I figured I'd just show you my other two pairs. So this pair of pants is from Shein, and this is made of the exact same material as the chain strap crop top that I showed you earlier from Shein, which means these are very warm and toasty. These have a nice black soft fleece on the inside. They are nice and stretchy. They have a zip up the front with a silver O-ring on the zipper pull. I love how shiny these pants are too. They are nice and glossy, which I love in PVC. And next are my fanciest pair of PV pants. These are from Punk Rave, and these are also really high quality. These, however, are not lined with fleece. They are just straight up PVC with a black fabric on the inside. There are so many cool elements on these pants. They have D-rings everywhere with Punk Rave on them. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to mention too. The last pair of pants I showed you had no pockets in the back. These have pockets. I love that these have laces that go from, I'd say, mid-thigh all the way down to your ankles. And they also have a little opening around your knees, I guess for better movement. But my favorite part about these pants, aside from the fact that they're gorgeous, is that they have a really cool little button at the top. So to close the pants, you zip them, but then there's also a skull button with the words Punk Rave on its forehead, which you button up. I love this so much. This button makes me so happy. I love his little skull face. He's so adorable. Alright, next we have another dress. This is from Unzi as well, and this is called the Punk Leather Skirt, but it's a dress. This dress really makes me feel like a dominatrix. I think it's because my arms are completely covered and I'm not used to that in PVC. All of my dresses are either strapless or have very small straps, but I love that this has a zipper, again, all the way from the bottom to this really cool keyhole cut out in the middle, and then it also zips up the neck. And while all the buckles are a really cool element of this dress, they're also a pain in the butt because you have to manually buckle each one every time you put on the dress, and it is the most time-consuming part. But I love that this has long sleeves, and it just feels like it's giving me a hug, which I love. It's one of my favorite things about dresses like this is the constricting aspect. For some reason, I like how that feels. It's also why I wear a lot of corsets. I like when my clothing gives me a hug. Speaking of corsets, this is a corset that I got from Aliexpress. This is a little big on me. I wish it was smaller. If anybody knows how to make a corset smaller, please let me know. But I love how shiny this corset is. It laces up in the back, and then it zips up the front, which is so easy to get on and off. So I love this corset, very comfortable, very shiny, and it definitely spices up any outfit. Alright, next I have a little underbust corset piece. This is from Shein. I love how this looks so much, and I was surprised. The first time I looked at it, I thought it was a buckle in the front, and that's how you got it on and off, but it's actually Velcro, which is fantastic. I love when things are easy to get on and off, but they look more complicated. This is one of my favorite underbust belts, corsets, whatever you would call it, because the straps are long enough so you can crisscross them so you can wear them straight like you would normally, or you can crisscross them to give them a more fancy look. I love doing both. This is nice and stretchy. It has a big elastic panel in the back, and it's perfect. I love it. Alright, next we have a crop top. This is from Aliexpress. Now this also has that same black felt on the inside, nice and soft. I love this because it is dual purpose. You can wear this as a crop top or as a kind of makeshift corset or a waist cincher around your waist. I've worn this many times. It is very comfortable, perfect for my chest size, and I just love how easy this is to put on and off. It is all one piece of fabric connected by a zipper. And last but certainly not least, another dress from Aliexpress. I think I want to alter the bottom to make it more close-fitting, but I love the top. The top looks amazing. It is a corset dress with a corset top, obviously, where you have hook and eyes going up the front, and then it's interesting where it has a lace-up aspect at the bottom with no modesty panel so you can see straight through. So that laces up the front, and then you have the exact same thing in the back, except this laces all the way up from the bottom to the top. Now what I find interesting is this does have a modesty panel for the back, just not the front. But the front is placed in such a way so that if you don't have anything there to cover it, you can see straight through to your underwear. I don't know why they just didn't put a modesty panel there. I love how shiny this dress is. I love how it fits me on the top, but I feel like the bottom would look so much better if it was more form-fitting. And I actually wore this for the first TikTok of mine that ever went viral, so this dress has a special place in my heart. And finally, I have one pair of PVC shoes. These are some gorgeous shoes that I got from Aliexpress. These are red thigh-high boots, which are red PVC, and I love how high these are. The color is amazing, and I just have nothing bad to say about them. Look how gorgeous they are. These are definitely some of my favorite thigh-high boots that I have in my collection. Alright, so that is it for my PVC clothing, shoes, and accessories collection. Hope you enjoyed. Now, if you'd like to see me do any other kind of collections, thigh-high boots, fishnets, whatever kind of accessories you'd like to see, let me know in the comments. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!